Welcome back to the show, everybody. Go ahead, Kurt. Kick this Victory Monday off right.
Yeah, I know how we do around this time on Victory Monday, man. Let's look at the team stats for this Lions win yesterday over the Vikings. You won't win the division in our house, player. That ain't how we doing. That ain't how we rolling, man. But first up, we got first downs, 23 apiece. But and passing first downs, 18 apiece. But rushing first downs, the Lions had 4 and the Vikings had 2. Penalties on first downs. We only had 1. They had 3, but that was earlier in the game when we had this like crazy penalties to start the game. All right, then we had third down efficiency. Lions were about 50% at 7 and 15. They were at 40% at 4 for 10. Fourth down efficiency. Both had 1 of 2. Total plays, 62 for the Vikings, 69 for Detroit. Total yards, 416 for the Vikings, which is not bad, but most of that is passing yards because the Lions have 464, baby. Total drives, they had 1 more. They had 11, we had 10. Passing yards, 394 for the Vikings, man. They lit it up. We had 330, but they had 31 or 41. We had 27 or 39 for the Lions. They had 2 people try to throw a pass, which is Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins. The Jared Goff do all the passes for the Lions, 27-39, 69.5%. Passing yards per play, pretty even, 8.8 for the Vikings, 8.5 for the Lions. No interceptions in the game for either team. Sacks, 4 for 31 for Detroit, 0.0, and 0 is the 0. No sacks of Jared Goff. That offensive line, man, even bringing in Logan Stenberg, they played pretty good yesterday. Rushing yards, 22, 20 damn 2. Woo, 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 for the Vikings. Man, 134 for Detroit. A lot of that came, now some of that came on that long fake punt, but I don't give a damn where they come from as long as we got them. All right, rushing attempts, we had 30, they had 17. Yards per attempt, 1.3 for the Vikings. They wrapped up Cook in the backfield a lot. 4.5 for the Lions. Red zone attempts, 2 for 4 for the Vikings, including that fumble at the goal line. 2 for 2 for Detroit. Hey, I ain't mad at that at all. Penalties, 7 for 51 for the Lions, which was, we had 5 in the first half. Got to clean that up. 3 for 25 for the Vikings. 2 turnovers for, no turnovers for the Lions. So they didn't have any turnovers. They didn't have no fumbles, no special teams, touchdowns. None for the Vikings as well. They had 2 lost fumbles, though. Time possession. This is where I get into it. 31 minutes for the Lions, 28 for the Vikings, and a lot of had to do with the Lions' offense in the second half. They really controlled the clock after halftime. Like, they really controlled the game. Long sustained drives, kept those guys on the bench because the Vikings could score fast. They didn't have to. They had a couple of scoring drives that was pretty quick, so the Lions needed to have sustained drives to keep those guys out of the end zone and secure that 11-point victory. But as far as the game overall, man, I'm proud of the Lions. I'm proud of the effort. I'm proud of they said now in our house. We had big plays all over the field, some gambles. They played to win this game. They didn't play to lose. You look at the week 3 game, they played not to lose. In this one, they played to win. Fake punt in ours, we wasn't even close to getting out of our zone. And they 40-something, boom, 40-something yard run on the fake punt by CJ Moore. And then the big fella with the hands, man. Pendesu. I say his name country as hell. Man, that was I was impressed with that play. Impressed with that play. But overall, man, I just think the Lions played great as far as on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, the defense, we had some issues, but our number 1 corner was there, and then he came out. I think his conditioning wasn't there just because of the illness. Probably was like, probably couldn't breathe right. You getting that cardio, you missing practice because of a cold, that cardio can affect you. So we can get him, hopefully we can get him healthy in the next couple of days and get him ready to go against the Jets next Sunday. But overall, man, I'm proud of the effort. And they came in and they just really held their own and was like, you're not winning here. And they were ahead most of the game. And, you're looking at that. They scored that late touchdown. But the Lions came right back down the field and go ahead and shut the door with that game-winning ceiling field goal. They're like, man, you ain't finna do that up in here, man. But what do you guys think about this game, man? Just the overall game before we get into the breakdown on offense and defense.
The game plan overall was good, and we're starting to see more consistent game plan calling and inner game decision making going on by the Detroit Lions that are starting to be flawless now. We had it against New York. We had it against Jacksonville. Now we had it against the Vikings the second game. And the coaching is lining up with the players. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It's just, man, it's just a good look right now in Detroit, man. I swear, we on top of the world right now. Can't nobody tell me nothing about the Lions. Not a nan nutter.
Not a nan nutter. What you got? You got, LL? Oh, man.
Well, Curt, you already know, but this one here, this one is Lake Minnetonka's best right here. But I wanna start out with just a little something different. You kind of alluded to it, Curt, but this one goes out to a few special Minnesota Vikings players out there. I want to thank Kirk Cousins. I want to thank DJ Wanham. I want to thank Jalen Rager. I want to thank whoever the hell else over there who called this a t-shirt and cap game, who said they guarantee that they're going to clinch this game. They guarantee to win on this Sunday. How you like that, huh? How you like that, huh? I like it, man. It's like Dan Campbell them felt the same way. It's like, no, y'all, no, people. And I want to say, Cam Dansel, you a punk. You gonna say all that, and then you got that drop on your head top like that. We got to see what we've been calling for, man. Deep shots, hard play action at all, man. Hard on defense, like you said. We gave up a lot on the pass. We ain't give up nothing in the run. I'm okay with that. We would all like it to be a little bit better on the passing side, but I don't even care. I don't even care. We made them one-dimensional, and we stopped them anyway. Great game, Lions. Shout out to Minnesota, man.
Hey, to tune into the rest of this conversation is hear what Coach Mike and Ella had to say about the overall performance of the Lions. Go ahead and tune back into the full version of today's Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, man. It's probably one video back, so you're already on the channel anyway. So just go ahead, and catch the full version right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Yo home for Detroit Lions news and rumors.